Welcome to the first video on the Antemortem channel, and I'm really struggling with starting this thing. I can't think of words to say. I don't know where to start, but I think it's fine because I have written some stuff on my notebook, and there's a lot of stuff written here. Actually, I know how to start. I hope you, the only person who is gonna listen to this, I don't wanna be like pessimistic about this shit. But it's the truth, kinda like, yeah, I don't think this video is gonna get more than 10 views. Because it's not associated with the dog, it's not associated with anything we really make. There's nowhere to gain views from, apart from the Vidog Discord server. It really is just my own online diary, basically. But some part of me still wants this to be heard, so that's why I'm uploading it on the Vidog channel. I do want some traction to this. It's kinda complicated, like. At the same time, I don't want to make this my main thing and like explode this shit to giant views, and at the same time I don't want a lot of traction to this channel. But again, at the same time, I want at least somebody to watch this. I think it may be actually kinda selfish for me to do this. That I want to speak without hearing the other person. I just want my voice to be heard. But I could just record this and I don't know, not even record, just say all this shit out loud and stop caring about it. But no, it doesn't work for me. I need this stuff to be uploaded somewhere, even if it doesn't get any views. I think I will still be kinda satisfied with the result. Fuck, I hope it's not really quiet. Yeah, so I guess I found a way to start this video. I think I need to speed this thing up, because I don't want this to turn into a 1 hour long podcast. Yeah, I think it's about the time that I talk about why am I making this. I'm making this, of course, as you might have already guessed. I got really inspired by... Fuck, I need to find the channel name first. Firstly, I got really inspired by the Gilbert Johnson guy. I don't know if you have seen his channel. I don't know if you saw his channel, but it's kinda... his content is kinda philosophical, but at the same time he's really goofy with it. At least on the main channel. On the main channel he talks about philosophical stuff, but at the same time he cracks a lot of visual and audio jokes with some part of Vidog humor and internet humor in general. Like, for example, his famous feed cam. He would be just sitting on a couch talking about some, I don't know, how in our modern times the society is breaking up, the institute of family is like breaking up, and at the same time he would switch his camera to... he would switch to another shot of his feet, basically, with a giant text, feed cam on it. Yeah, I like this part about him. He talks about serious stuff and also is very goofy at the same time. Yeah, so I was inspired by his channel and also his second channel, where he basically does the same thing, but a lot less edited, and it's more than like one take. This is something I actually strive for, because from this video, from this recording, I will cut out a lot of shit. I've been stuttering, I've been... yeah, this shit. I've been starting saying sentences all over again because I fucked up somewhere. Yeah. This is actually one of the reasons why I'm making this. I want to improve my English a bit. I'm gonna get into this a bit more later. So yeah, I was talking about Gilbert Johnson. Fuck. I'm afraid of sidetracking a lot, because I've noticed about myself that I sidetrack a lot. That I sidetrack a lot. Yeah, but I kinda really want to tell you about how I found him. Because it was kind of special. It was kind of like I was in a movie or something. So yeah, the day I found him was the day of me graduating from my college. So we were sitting in, how do I call it? It's just like a big room with a screen on it and a lot of seats. Kind of like a movie theater room where all the important events of the college happen. Tell me the name if you want it. So yeah, we were sitting there. I have already stood up, I have already said my shit, I already took the documents and shit. Yeah, I already took them, so I was just sitting in the back of the room, watching YouTube basically. I was watching YouTube on my graduation because I didn't give a shit about college. I never did. This is a theme for another video. I want to talk about my college experience a lot, but not here. Not in this video. Yeah, so when while I was sitting back there, the first video that I watched and noticed on the YouTube recommendation page, it was a video called Why Young Men Aren't Growing Up. So yeah, the title is pretty clickbaity and it's the video that exploded him basically. Watching at his views, all the other videos get like 100k, 150, 200k views. And this one got 2 million, so he got lucky with it. And I started watching it. It was really like deep, philosophical. It wasn't even that goofy. No, not as goofy as his previous and next videos. That, yeah, he wasn't actually using a feed cam this time. He was all like kinda deep in the woods, sitting on a tree, like that kind of shit. But he was cracking jokes. It wasn't 100% serious. Yeah. Yeah. So I was watching it, and it was really like kinda a magical moment. I'm sitting, basically on a very important day. I guess it should be very important and didn't feel like it. This was the last day of me sitting in the college, and I was watching a fucking YouTube video. But that YouTube video... Okay, so... I just had the Spotify play in my headphones, because I'm listening to music right now to kinda make me feel better. Because I'm actually fucking scared recording this video. It was kinda hard for me to start recording this video, and it was hard to begin talking and shit. I hope I will get better at this with time. So, as I was saying, it was kinda like a magical moment for me, because I was sitting, it was the last day of me being in my college, and practically I already knew this is going to be my last day being at a public school, public college, public university ever. I already knew that I wasn't going to be studying anymore. I kinda had my goals set up already. Yeah, this was the last day, and I was sitting watching a YouTube video about growing up. So yeah, it was kinda coincidental. Fuck, I hope I'm saying it right. Yeah, then I got back home. I checked his channel again. I started watching more and more and more and more. All of his videos were fucking funny, and they're not really like 2 million views funny and 2 million views interesting, but I have a decent attention span, so I can watch a lot of stuff. And his videos are interesting. I recommend you going to his channel, like at least watching that Why Young Men Aren't Growing Up video. It's really good. Yeah, so he has a second channel where he talks, where he just sits and talks without much editing and shit. Yeah. I'm reminding you that I'm just starting. It's going to be a fucking 1 hour long video. I'm gonna kill myself. Yeah, I got inspired by his channel. And of course I got inspired by Jay Schwartz's Weekly Slap channel. I don't really watch it that much. I only started watching it recently. Yeah, and I always was fascinated by podcasts, but our actual like Vidok podcasts, they don't really turn out really good. We actually have a podcast recorded, the fourth one and the first English one podcast. Yeah, but we haven't edited it. We kinda recorded it and forgot about it. Yeah, so I think this solo podcast type, it works quite well because, fuck, it's a very selfish thing, I think, but I like talking about myself, and I like talking about what's on my mind without anyone really responding back. I just want my thoughts to flow. I just want to keep saying shit. Yeah. So yeah, that was about what inspired me to do this. Yes, I want to improve English, and also I got, while I was lying in my bed, couldn't I couldn't fall asleep. I was thinking about making these videos. I already knew what's going to be my first theme of the video. And I had an interesting thought that why am I doing this is because it can actually, probably it can better my sleep. Because sometimes there are days when, I guess everyone has these days, and I don't actually think this video is gonna fix it, but those days when you lie in bed, you can't fall asleep and you just think about a lot of stuff. Yeah, basically voices in your head, so-called voices in your head. And you think about a ton of shit. Even if you didn't had a very like interesting day, even at the end of it, you can still have this problem of not being able to fall asleep. Yeah, being stupid is actually good, guys. Being a fucking dumbass with nothing in his mind is fucking awesome. Sometimes I wish I was dumb. Not saying that I'm great smart, but I'm not dumb either. Yeah, so maybe letting my thoughts flow, saying them out loud, kinda storing them in some place, getting them out of my head and putting them on this channel, on my fucking hard drive. Yeah, maybe it will help me sleep better. Because right now, guys, it's 5:15 AM. And I'm definitely not falling asleep till like 7. It fucking sucks. I don't like staying this late. Yeah, right away I would like to say that it's not that kind of diary. I don't really have an example, but I just hope you don't think about this diary as some I'm secretly depressed kind of shit. Like, no, I'm fine actually. I'm very, very mentally stable. Right now at least. And I've always been very mentally stable. So yeah, guys, I'm not depressed. Maybe if I will get depressed eventually, and I will eventually get depressed, I just don't have time for it right now. I might put some stuff on here. If this channel even fucking survives more than 2 videos. Yeah, but it's not guaranteed. Actually, I don't like talking about depression. I don't like talking when I'm sad, and when I'm sad, I actually try to channel this energy. But fuck, I'm not gonna get sidetracked here again. Depression and sadness for me, it's another video. I got a lot of fucking themes to talk about, and I want to spit them out. I'm tired of storing all this shit in my head. And I don't really want to talk about this with my friends, because again, I'm kinda selfish in this part. I just want to speak without waiting for someone to respond, without someone interrupting me. Not like it's an issue, but I just want to talk by myself. And also why I wanna do this is to show... this sounds really fucking stupid. This sounds really fucking dumb, but I still kinda wanna say it. I want to show my serious part. This sentence structure, make it sound like I'm talking about my fucking dick or something. Yeah. No. Okay, let me rephrase that. Yeah, I kind of want my serious side to be seen, to be online. It probably is kind of bad, but probably not, because I don't want all of my personal. It's not about personal stuff. I just want to show that I'm serious about some stuff, because 90-100% of the stuff I put online is not that serious. It's either just edgy. Oh, I got a fucking plane flying on top of me. It's a reminder what I need to strive for. Yeah. So most of my stuff is not that serious, and it's just internet stuff. And I want a place to store the serious stuff. We tried to do this with the podcast, but again the podcast didn't really go well. So yeah, this is a place to store my serious thoughts. I think I'm done with why I'm doing this part. Yeah, I think I'm done with it. And now I can finally start talking about this video's title. I already know what it's gonna be. The video's title is I'm scared of not making it. And if you are not caught up on the Vidal lore, you don't know, you probably don't know that what's happening to me right now. So it's not gonna be fucking quick. I don't even wanna say like I'm gonna give you a quick brief. No, it's not gonna be quick. It's like 5-10 minutes at least. Yeah, so to the one person that haven't still clicked off, who is still listening to this, what's happening in my life is so I'm from Ukraine, kinda. Why I'm saying kinda? Because all my life I lived in the more Russian part of Ukraine, the Donetsk part, which is now called the DPR, Donetskaya Народная Республика, or Donetsk Republic of People. It's that part that got recently illegally connected to Russia. That part. So yeah, my whole life I lived there, except for 2 years when I lived in Russia, but that doesn't count. Yeah, that's why I'm saying I'm kinda Ukrainian, because I don't feel like anything basically. The only thing I feel like is I'm Slavic. That's definitely what I'm feeling. But I don't feel Ukrainian nor Russian. It's something in between. I'm nationally bisexual. I'm nationally bisexual, you can say. I'm Ukrainian and Russian at the same time. Yeah, my whole life I lived there. And since 2014, you know what's been happening there. Firstly, it was civil war. Not really that big as it is right now. Thankfully, I didn't really experience it because I was still kinda young. My parents told me that while I was sleeping, there were like airplanes flying around and stuff exploding, but thankfully I didn't hear it at all. I didn't wake up to it. Guess I was a really ignorant child back then. Yeah, but when the civil war first started, we moved to Russia. Because, yeah, it was generally safer than moving to Ukraine and being in the epicenter of all this shit. Yeah, we stayed in Russia for 2 years, and when I came back, I haven't Spotify. Fuck, I am gonna turn off Spotify. I'm already warmed up. I don't need music. Help me. Yeah. So, after I came back, I lived to this moment. in DPR. I was living there, and then the war started. And I already knew, even before the war started, that I'm not going to go to army. I was really against all this shit. Since 9th grade, all I wanted is... I kind of wanted to be a YouTuber, but not really a YouTuber. Mostly I wanted just to do my stuff. And yeah, being able to just do my stuff, probably getting money from it, and yeah. That's why army sounds like a fucking terror to me. Can you imagine? Okay, maybe actually before the fucking war, it probably wouldn't be as bad as it is right now. I still would be highly against it. I still would be really resistant, fuck. Yes, but... Sorry, I kinda lost my third line. Because I need to take off my fucking headphones, they keep banging against the guitar. So, yeah, I always was against the army, and especially in these later years. When going to army could actually mean that you're going to fucking die, and not just get mentally abused and traumatized for the rest of your life. Yeah, it kinda motivated me to do what I'm doing right now. So, me and my best friend, Ivan, very Russian name, he's a very Russian man, Ivan Volkov. You can think of a more Russian name than Ivan Volkov. So, me and him, we have been planning this thing for the last 2 years before we executed it. No, executed is a wrong word, we are still doing it, we are not done with it. So yeah, we are planning on basically escaping Russia and this whole war as a whole. At first, so just so you know, we basically were on different parts of the fucking planet. We were really far. Not like North and South Poles far, but he had plus 4 hours of his time. No, his time was 4 hours different from mine. That kind of different. At first, we moved to Russia, to one city, to Rostov. We both moved there just to, well, meet each other for the first fucking time in our lives. Yeah, and just to group up. We started living together for a month, just to, you know, kinda get used to each other. We didn't really do much there. Mostly I did, because I was working on a freelance project, which was a fucking disaster, but it was my first freelance project, and it's another theme for another video. I'm gonna talk about it eventually. I got a lot of thoughts about it. So yeah, while I was working on the Fiverr game, on my freelance game, we stayed there for a month, and during that I finished that freelance game for $100! It's kinda okay money, but not when you were working on this game for 4 months. I was working on it for 4 months. It was not really worth the time. Yeah, but it's an experience. So yeah. Then everything came up to the beginning of August. We were planning on continuing our journey from Russia before August. Because it was getting really close to the military enlistment time. Military enlistment period in Russia, which is from the 1st of September up to the new year, basically. Yeah, we still had like 2 months, but I didn't want to be that close to this hellish date. At the end of July, I think it was the 22nd, 23rd of it, we bought tickets to Kazakhstan, to the main city, to the Almaty city. Why Almaty? Because we have a friend living there, and he already told us that he will have a place for us to stay. We can stay at his house for God knows how much time. Because his dad is really like anti-Putin like, and yeah, he wanted to help both the friend and his dad. So yeah, their family kinda accepted us, they let us stay at their house. Not exactly their house. There's a couple houses on their territory, and we are staying in one of them. So because we knew that we will have a place to stay, we decided to leave as fast as we can. I don't actually know how would we manage to make it without Salty, because we didn't really have any money. So time passes, and on the 1st of September we arrive to Kazakhstan, where I am sitting right now and recording this video. And our next goal is to... I hope I wasn't sounding bad because I was holding my neck kinda. Anyway, that's where we are right now, and our next move is to go to France. I don't think I actually kinda emphasized this, but we are doing it alone basically. We're doing it without our parents. Well, we kinda do it with their help, but their help is mostly financial, which is really fucking good because I only now started to have an actual like freelance orders, and only now I started making my own money. Yeah, but before that our parents helped us with the financial situation. Thanks them for this. So yes, all alone we escaped our houses basically, running from military, making our dream kinda of just doing our stuff, paying taxes and not giving a fuck and not being scared of spontaneously getting drafted and killed in Ukraine or something. Yeah, so we are trying to make this dream, make this escape. And our next move is what I'm really scared of. Because before that, everything was in our hands basically. It was up to us to move to Kazakhstan, move to Rostov. We were choosing the dates, we were buying the tickets, we could do anything basically. We could do this from the very beginning if we wanted to, but we didn't. We kinda wanted to, you know, experience a big city in Russia. We are still, you know, we are not that 100% like, oh, fast, run from the city, run from the country. No, we still want to have fun, and have fun we did in Rostov. And our next move is, I'm saying this like 10th time now, our next move is Europe, and France to be specific. I fucking hope it's going to be France. I downloaded Duolingo for this and I'm learning French. Why France? Because sometime before that, there were news of France accepting Russian people who run from mobilization. From the mobilization. There's no mobilization currently right now, like the kind of mobilization that was the previous year. Or was it this year? I don't remember. But that mobilization that wasn't scheduled, the spontaneous mobilization. They can kinda mean that mobilization, but at the same time, it's really vague. So yeah, they supposedly they accept people who run from army basically as refugees, and this is what we're trying to do. I have made a document that explains our whole situation. I hope I have been recording. Yes, I have been recording this whole time. And it's already 37 minutes. I'm not gonna cut most of the shit. I'm not listening to 37 minutes of nothing. Okay. I made a document explaining our whole situation, our whole history, why we are doing this, how we are doing this, and where we are right now. I tried to emphasize the fact that we are not just scared of getting mobilized. We are actually in danger of being mobilized, because Kek already got the enlistment paper. A military guy came to his house, to his hometown. He was going to give the enlistment paper to Kek, but he was long gone. He was here with me in Almaty. Yeah, so his mother told us about this. So Kek is right now he's actually basically mobilized. Like if he comes back to Russia, he's done. His ass is getting first he's getting fined because he didn't tell the military office. He didn't tell them that he left the country, because to tell that you need to have an official reason to be in another country, like a job or a business or something. We don't have an official reason. Yeah, so it's kinda illegal for him to stay here during the enlistment period, which is going right now because it's already September. Yeah, so Kek is in danger. I'm not actually in danger that much, because after the first mobilization, because it was really fucking violent and wild in DPR region, I think it was even more wild than in the Russia as a whole, because in DPR laws are not really that enforced, especially if breaking the laws benefits the military, you can basically break them with no consequences. So yeah, mobilization in DPR was very fucking wild, and that's why this period they I've heard yeah, I've heard that they're going to go easy on us this time. They're not going to mobilize, at least the young ones like myself, they're not going to mobilize that hard, like without like a special order. They're not going to do it. But still, fuck, I'm not staying in DPR. DPR is a hopeless place. Escaping it, it's a challenge, and you can't stay, you can't live in it. There's nothing to do in DPR. And also there's a fucking warfare going on. It's kinda calm right now, but it's calm before the storm. It's going to go all crazy in a couple months. Yeah, so besides the danger of getting mobilized, it's actually a danger of me being fucking killed there. So yeah, I try to emphasize that in the document, that Kek is already in danger of getting mobilized and probably getting sent to a war. And because he has experience with technology, fuck, not technology. He's a mechanic basically. He can be assigned as a battle mechanic or something, like repairing battle machines, BTRs and shit. And then some fucking drone is going to drop a grenade on him while he's doing it. Yeah, so we are skilled, and because we are skilled, if we get mobilized, we are not going to just sit in the barracks like, I don't know, cleaning guns and peeling potatoes and shit. No, we can actually, we will probably be used for actually killing people. We both know our ways with computers, and especially me, I'm a programmer. In theory, we both can be put to using a drone or something, dropping grenades and shit. Yeah, so we are kinda useful at war, and it's fucking dangerous for us to get mobilized, because we can be killed, because we are probably going to be on the fucking fields, and because we are going to be forced to kill people. So it's kind of dangerous to get mobilized. So because the thing is, why I emphasize that, because I asked the French embassy before making this document. I asked them like, what do I need to start applying for a refugee, and they told me like, you need a text, like a document where you described your whole history. And they sent me like there was a note about how we are not just accepting, we are not accepting people who are just running from army, who are scared of being mobilized. You need to be effectively mobilized. It's kinda ridiculous, but at the same time, we can be effectively mobilized. We really can be. So I try to emphasize that in the document. And yeah, also in the document I mentioned that like our beliefs, because of our beliefs, we are in danger of staying in Russia. Like if the Russian government or officials or policemen or whatever, if they get to know our beliefs and that we fucking against the regime, we're going to be fucked and all that shit. So yeah, I really tried my best to tell them that our asses cannot stay in Russia. And also, I told them that we are kinda we are ready for Europe, kinda, yeah. But basically, we can adapt easily to a new country. We already know English, I'm learning French, and all this shit. And that's why I'm scared of not making it. I'm scared because at this point, nothing really is dependent on just me. At this point, it's just it's just a randomizer. Today we tried. It's actually yesterday. Yesterday we tried to go to the embassy. It's not actually embassy in Almaty. It's a consulting office, but consulting office sounds really long, and it's kind of cooler to say embassy. So I'm going to say embassy. Yeah, we tried to go to the embassy yesterday. Turns out you need to make an appointment first, and you need to make it either through email or calling them. But email was a funny situation because I messaged them before making the document and after making the document, basically sending the document I made. I messaged their email and there was no response from this embassy. So our only option was to call them, but it was already kinda late. It was 2 hours before they were closing, and I called them as soon as I realized that I need to call them to make an appointment, but the first number didn't work. A lady on the phone said that this number is not registered or some shit. Yeah, the second number worked, but I heard the ringtone for like a minute straight, and then a lady on the phone said that this abonent is not accepting calls at this moment. So yeah, me and Kirk went to shop at a supermarket, and yeah, then a heavy, not really heavy rain, but a normal sized rain struck, and we basically didn't have any time left to call them, because I didn't want to call them in the middle of fucking rain. Yeah, and we already needed to go to home, so we basically didn't have any time to call them. I'm gonna check if they work on. I'm gonna check if they work on Saturdays, because if they do, I will actually call them today, and we are going to know what's gonna happen then. So yeah, turns out we need to make an appointment, and I guess bring our document there or something. I don't know. And I'm fucking scared of not making it. Because at this point we are not really in control of this situation. It's going to be up to the French embassy to decide if we can be fucking effectively mobilized and we should be given a refugee status or not. It wouldn't be that bad if we had a lot of time for this, but we don't. We have 1.5 months left, because when you come to Kazakhstan as a citizen of another country, you only have 3 months. You are only allowed to stay here for 3 months. And it's already have been 1.5 months since we arrived. Yeah, so we don't have much time. After that, we have to either go back to Russia, which we are not fucking doing, no way. Or we have to start working in Kazakhstan, which is really fucking bad. Because I don't want to have an actual job. I had an actual job before and it fucking sucked. Firstly, the job itself sucked and me interacting with my coworkers sucked. Maybe it will be better now, because I'm less socially awkward. But still, I don't want to have a real job. It fucking sucks. It will suck all the free time I have from me. And I need free time, because without free time I can't develop myself, I can't do the dog, I can't do anything. I will have to become basically a fucking robot. Working, sleeping, maybe cooking something cool sometime, but yeah, I won't have any free time. That's why I'm scared, because I don't want to get a fucking real job. And without the real job, our time is only 1.5 months. And also, I don't really want to stay in Kazakhstan. I mean, it's kinda cool to have all the vloggers here. But it's still a fucking post-Soviet country. It fucking sucks. I still didn't have a moment of that moment when you like go to another country and everything is different. The language, the architecture, the design everywhere, the people. Yeah, I still didn't have this moment. I came to Kazakhstan and the only new thing I saw is the Kazakh language and the Kazakh people, which are like 50-50 in here. The 50% of people in Kazakhstan are Russian. So it's not really that different from Russia. It's really cool to not see any propaganda here though. Like no Z, V, no Russian flags and all that shit. It's really cool. That's kinda cool. But still, it's a fucking post-Soviet country. It sucks on some levels as Russia does. Yeah, I don't really want to stay in here. I really want to go to Europe. Might this be it? Might this be it for this video? It probably might. Because I don't have anything else on my mind to talk about. In the I'm scared of not making it theme. I think I actually freed my mind with this one. It's going to be a pain in the ass to edit this shit. At least I don't have to do any video editing. I would just put probably some Dead Cells footage in the background. It's kinda an abrupt end to me talking about this shit. But it's a first video. The first video is going to suck. Nobody's going to watch the first video. At this moment, I really doubt that anybody is going to watch this video past the first 5 minutes, because it became really boring afterwards. Yep. This video fucking sucks, but I will still finish it, I will still upload it, because I hyped up it for my friends, and I hyped up... Сука! I hyped it up for myself too. I was kinda excited to do all this shit. Making a new channel, making a new design for it, making a new type of videos. And I really wanna fucking sleep. It's 5:50 AM. Yeah, I gotta sleep. I'm gonna wrap this thing up. Expect a new video in a week or something. That's the only content I can make right now without spending too much time. Because my time is really precious right now and I need all the time in the world to make our dream happen. Yep. But I will never run out of video ideas. I will always have something to talk about to myself, basically, on this channel. So I guess that's it for today. I'm going to sleep. And I'm going to edit this video tomorrow. Bye. See you in a week.